Welcome to The Systems Thinker, a video series to help you know the whole, focus on the constraint, and reach your goal. In the world of work, there is the work you do yourself and there's the work you delegate to others. Few managers can keep abreast of all the work for which they are held accountable. Depending where you sit in the management hierarchy, there may be several layers of delegations. Ultimately, the person at the top of the delegation tree is accountable for the final outcome. They have to rely on their subordinates to perform those parts of their work they cannot do themselves, and further, keep them informed on how they are doing. Each manager in the chain must add value by breaking down the work for which they are accountable into simpler tasks. These simpler tasks are delegated to subordinates while setting the context and providing the resources required to complete them effectively, on time, on budget, and to quality. Delegating tasks to others and being held accountable for their work and output is challenging, both operationally and psychologically. Delegations can stir anxiety, hostility, and impatience in both directions, from the manager to the subordinate and vice versa. By contrast, in direct output work, you're on your own. You produce the output, and you are the judge as to whether or when it is good enough. Every independent contributor, whether the resident research scientist, production worker, or office clerk, does direct work and holds themselves accountable for what is good enough to be considered complete. A person who delegates direct outputs to subordinates will ordinarily have some direct output of their own, if only to synthesize and present or report on the work of their chain of delegations. It pays to think carefully about direct and delegated outputs and what difference you bring to the management of each. That's your tip for better ways to do better work and redefine what's possible.